Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay vibrant and full of energy well into their 80s while others struggle with fatigue or chronic health issues? It's something I think about often, especially when talking to friends and family who are navigating the ups and downs of aging. The truth is, how we age isn't just about luck or genetics. It's also about the choices we make every single day. And here's the exciting part. Science shows that simple habits can add years to your life. In fact, researchers estimate that adopting just a few daily practices can increase your lifespan by up to a decade or more. Sounds incredible, right? But it's not magic, it's science. Let me share a quick story with you. A few years ago, I met a woman named Margaret who was in her late 60s. She told me she'd been feeling sluggish and unmotivated for months, convinced that her energy levels were simply declining because of her age. But one day, after talking with her doctor, she decided to try making small changes to her routine. Things like walking more, eating healthier meals, and prioritizing sleep. At first, she didn't notice much of a difference. But over time, something remarkable happened. Her energy came back, her joints felt less stiff, and she even started taking up hobbies she hadn't enjoyed in years. When I asked her what made the biggest impact, she smiled and said, "It wasn't one big thing. It was all the little things added together." Now let's talk about why this works. Studies from institutions like Harvard University and the National Institute on Aging show that lifestyle factors play a huge role in determining how long and how well we live. For example, research suggests that regular physical activity, even as simple as a 30-minute walk each day, can lower the risk of heart disease, improve brain function, and boost overall longevity. Similarly, eating a nutrient-rich diet filled with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats has been linked to a reduced risk of chronic illnesses like diabetes and dementia. These aren't groundbreaking revelations, they're practical steps anyone can take, no matter where they are in life. Before we dive deeper, I want to make one thing clear. This video is for informational purposes only and is based on publicly available research. Everyone's health is different, so always consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your lifestyle, diet, or exercise routine. Scientific knowledge is always evolving, and what works for one person may not work for another. With that said, let's get started. The first habit I want to talk about is one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can do for your health: walking. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Walking? Really? But hear me out. Walking isn't just a form of exercise, it's a cornerstone of longevity. A study published in The Lancet found that people who walked regularly had longer lifespans and better cardiovascular health compared to those who were sedentary. Even better, walking doesn't require special equipment or a gym membership. All you need is a comfortable pair of shoes and a safe place to move. What makes walking so effective? For starters, it gets your blood flowing, which delivers oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and organs. It also helps regulate blood pressure, strengthens bones, and supports mental clarity. One study from the University of California, San Francisco, showed that older adults who walked at least 150 minutes per week experienced slower cognitive decline than those who were less active. Think about that. Just 20 to 30 minutes a day could help protect your brain as you age. But here's the catch. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to power walk or climb steep hills unless you want to. Instead, focus on finding ways to incorporate walking into your daily life. Maybe it's taking a morning stroll around your neighborhood, parking farther away from the store, or walking during phone calls with friends. Every step counts, and over time, those steps add up to real benefits. Now, let's say you're already walking regularly, or maybe you're looking for additional ways to boost your health. That brings us to our second habit, staying hydrated. Have you ever noticed how thirsty you feel after a long walk or on a hot day? As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes, making it easier to become dehydrated without realizing it. And dehydration doesn't just leave you feeling tired. It can affect everything from kidney function to cognitive performance. Research shows that drinking enough water supports nearly every system in your body, from digestion to circulation to temperature regulation. One study even found that proper hydration may slow down cellular aging. So how much water should you aim for? While individual needs vary, a good rule of thumb is to drink when you're thirsty and pay attention to the color of your urine. Pale yellow usually indicates adequate hydration. To make it easier, keep a reusable water bottle nearby throughout the day. If plain water feels boring, try adding slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint for a refreshing twist. By now, you're probably starting to see a pattern. These habits, walking, staying hydrated, are simple, accessible, and backed by science. But there's still more to explore. Because while movement and hydration lay the foundation for a longer, healthier life, nutrition plays an equally critical role. Stick around because next, we'll uncover how certain foods can supercharge your health and give you the energy you need to thrive, not just survive, at any age. Now that we've covered the power of walking and staying hydrated, let's talk about another cornerstone of longevity, nutrition. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to glow with vitality, even as they age? Chances are, their diet has something to do with it. What you eat isn't just fuel for today, it's an investment in your future health. And here's the good news. You don't need to follow a complicated or restrictive plan to see results. Science shows that focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods can have a profound impact on your energy levels, brain function, and overall lifespan. One dietary pattern that consistently stands out in research is the Mediterranean diet. You've probably heard of it before, but did you know it's been linked to a longer life and a reduced risk of chronic diseases? A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that people who followed this way of eating had a significantly lower risk of heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline. So what makes the Mediterranean diet so special? It emphasizes foods like olive oil, nuts, fish, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, all of which are rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds. These nutrients work together to protect your cells, support brain health, and keep your body functioning at its best. But here's the thing, you don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. Start small. Swap butter for olive oil when cooking, add an extra serving of leafy greens to your dinner, or swap processed snacks for a handful of almonds. I once met a man named George who didn't think much about his diet until his doctor suggested trying these simple swaps. Within weeks, he noticed a difference. He felt less bloated, more energized, and even lost a few pounds. He told me, "I didn't realize how much my food choices were affecting how I felt." Another powerful addition to your plate is fiber-rich foods. Fiber does more than just keep you regular. It also supports heart health, stabilizes blood sugar, and feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. In fact, a study from the University of Otago in New Zealand found that people who ate more fiber had a lower risk of premature death from all causes. Foods like beans, lentils, oats, berries, and sweet potatoes are excellent sources of fiber and easy to incorporate into meals. For example, you could sprinkle chia seeds into your morning yogurt, toss chickpeas into a salad, or bake up a batch of fiber-packed sweet potato fries. Every bite brings you one step closer to better health. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. What if I'm not a fan of these foods? Or maybe you're worried about the cost or effort involved. Let me reassure you, healthy eating doesn't have to be expensive or time-consuming. Frozen fruits and vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh ones and often more affordable. Canned beans and lentils are pantry staples that last for months and can be added to soups, stews, or pasta dishes in minutes. And don't underestimate the power of spices and herbs to transform simple ingredients into delicious meals. A sprinkle of garlic powder, rosemary, or turmeric can elevate even the most basic dish. Speaking of spices, let's talk about another habit that can boost your longevity: managing stress. Stress isn't just an emotional burden. It takes a toll on your physical health too. Chronic stress has been linked to everything from high blood pressure to weakened immune function. But here's the good news. There are simple ways to counteract its effects. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, and mindfulness have been shown to reduce stress hormones, improve sleep quality, and even slow down cellular aging. One study from Carnegie Mellon University found that people who practiced mindfulness meditation experienced significant reductions in inflammation, a key driver of many age-related diseases. Let me share another story with you. A woman named Ruth was in her early 70s when she decided to try meditation. At first, she thought it sounded silly. How could sitting still possibly help? But after a friend encouraged her to give it a shot, she started with just 5 minutes a day. She'd sit in her favorite chair, close her eyes, and focus on her breath. Over time, she noticed something remarkable. She felt calmer, more centered, and better able to handle life's challenges. She told me, "It's like I gave myself permission to pause and breathe again." Deep breathing is another tool you can use anytime, anywhere. Try this simple exercise. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, hold your breath for 4, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle a few times, and you'll likely feel your body relax almost instantly. These practices may seem small, but they can have a big impact on your overall well-being. Of course, staying active and eating well are only part of the equation. Another critical factor in living a longer, healthier life is social connection. Many people assume that aging means withdrawing from the world, but research tells a different story. Studies show that staying socially engaged can reduce the risk of depression, cognitive decline, and even premature death. In fact, a landmark study from Brigham Young University found that strong social ties are as important to longevity as quitting smoking or maintaining a healthy weight. Think about the people in your life who bring you joy: family members, friends, neighbors, or community groups. Spending time with them doesn't just lift your spirits, it also strengthens your resilience and gives you a sense of purpose. Whether it's volunteering at a local charity, joining a book club, or simply calling a loved one, these connections matter more than you might realize. I once met a man named Paul who joined a walking group in his neighborhood. Not only did he enjoy the exercise, but he also made new friends who inspired him to stay consistent. He told me, "Walking with others keeps me accountable, and laughing with them keeps me young." Now that we've covered movement, hydration, nutrition, stress management, and social connection, let's talk about how to stay motivated. Because let's face it, building new habits isn't always easy, especially when life gets busy or motivation wanes. Maybe you're dealing with pain, fatigue, or simply feeling overwhelmed by change. Trust me, you're not alone. Many people face these challenges, but there are strategies to overcome them. One approach is to focus on progress, not perfection. Instead of trying to adopt all 5 habits at once, pick one that resonates with you and build from there. Celebrate small wins along the way. Did you drink an extra glass of water today? Did you take a short walk after dinner? Those moments add up over time. Another tip is to pair new habits with activities you already enjoy. For example, if you love watching TV in the evenings, try stretching during commercial breaks. Or if you enjoy spending time outdoors, make it a point to walk for 10 minutes after breakfast. The key is finding what works for you and making it enjoyable. By now, you're probably starting to see how these habits, walking, staying hydrated, eating nutrient-rich foods, managing stress, and staying connected, work together to create a foundation for a longer, healthier life. But we're not done yet. Because while these daily practices are powerful on their own, they're even more impactful when combined with a positive mindset and a commitment to lifelong learning. Stick around, because next we'll explore how to overcome common obstacles and stay inspired as you embrace these changes. Now that we've covered the core habits, walking, staying hydrated, eating nutrient-rich foods, managing stress, and staying socially connected, let's talk about how to overcome some of the common challenges that might stand in your way. Because let's be honest, even the best intentions can sometimes get derailed by pain, fatigue, or simply feeling stuck in old routines. But here's the thing, you're stronger than you think, and with a few practical strategies, you can make these changes stick for the long haul. Let me start with a story about someone who faced these exact challenges. A few years ago, I met a woman named Carol who was struggling to stay active after being diagnosed with arthritis. She loved gardening, but found it increasingly painful to kneel or bend down. At first, she thought her days of physical activity were over. But then, her physical therapist suggested trying low-impact exercises like swimming or seated yoga. Carol was skeptical. She'd never considered herself the yoga type, but she decided to give it a shot. To her surprise, not only did the gentle stretches help ease her joint pain, but they also gave her more energy and flexibility. Within months, she was back in her garden, tending to her plants with renewed strength. She told me, "I didn't realize how much my body could still do. I just needed to find the right approach." Here's the takeaway. When one door closes, another opens. If traditional forms of exercise feel out of reach, don't give up. There are countless ways to stay active without straining your body. For example, Tai Chi, a slow, flowing form of martial arts, has been shown to improve balance, reduce fall risks, and even boost mental clarity. One study from the University of Illinois found that older adults who practiced Tai Chi experienced significant improvements in cognitive function compared to those who didn't. Similarly, water aerobics provides resistance training while taking pressure off your joints. The key is to listen to your body and find activities that work for you. But what if your challenge isn't physical, it's mental? Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of changing your habits or unsure where to start. That's completely normal. Many people struggle with motivation, especially when progress feels slow. Here's a tip. Focus on how these changes make you feel rather than waiting for dramatic results. Did you notice more energy after drinking an extra glass of water? Did your mood improve after spending time with friends? Celebrate those wins, no matter how small they seem. They're proof that you're moving in the right direction. Another powerful strategy is to create accountability. Whether it's enlisting a friend to join you on walks, signing up for a cooking class, or tracking your progress in a journal, having someone or something to keep you on track can make all the difference. I once met a man named Jim who started using a step tracker to monitor his daily movement. At first, he aimed for just 2,000 steps a day, a modest goal, but over time, he worked his way up to 5,000. He told me, seeing those numbers go up kept me motivated. It felt like I was winning at life. Mindset plays a huge role too. Many people assume that aging means slowing down, both physically and mentally. But research tells a different story. A study from Johns Hopkins University suggests that maintaining a positive outlook can significantly impact your health as you age. People who view aging as an opportunity for growth tend to live longer, healthier lives than those who see it as a decline. So instead of thinking, "I'm too old to start now," try reframing it. It's never too late to feel better. Small shifts in perspective can lead to big changes in behavior. Let's talk about one final habit that ties everything together: prioritizing sleep. Have you ever noticed how much better you feel after a good night's rest? Sleep isn't just a luxury. It's essential for repairing tissues, regulating hormones, and supporting brain function. In fact, a study from the University of California, Berkeley found that poor sleep can accelerate brain aging and impair memory. On the flip side, quality sleep helps your body recover, sharpens your mind, and boosts your immune system. Improving your sleep doesn't have to be complicated. Start by creating a calming bedtime routine. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed, dim the lights, and maybe read a book or listen to soothing music. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. A comfortable environment makes it easier to drift off. And don't underestimate the power of consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up refreshed. Now let's address a question you might be asking. What if I slip up? Here's the truth: nobody's perfect, and setbacks happen to everyone. The important thing is not to let one bad day derail your progress. If you miss a walk or indulge in a less than healthy meal, don't beat yourself up. Instead, focus on what you can do today to get back on track. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. By now, you've learned about 5 powerful habits that can add years to your life: walking, staying hydrated, eating nutrient-dense foods, managing stress, and staying socially connected. You've also explored strategies for overcoming obstacles and staying motivated. But here's the most important part. These habits aren't just about adding years to your life. They're about adding life to your years. Imagine waking up each morning feeling energized, clear-headed, and ready to take on the day. That's the gift these practices offer, not just longevity, but vitality. Now that you have all these tools, movement, hydration, nutrition, stress management, social connection, sleep, and mindset, let's wrap things up with some final words of encouragement and a simple challenge you can start today. Because here's the thing, improving your health isn't just about what you know, it's about what you do with that knowledge. Stick around, because we're about to bring everything together and leave you with a clear path forward. We've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? From walking and staying hydrated to eating nutrient-rich foods, managing stress, prioritizing sleep, and staying socially connected, I hope you're feeling inspired to take charge of your health in ways that are simple, sustainable, and backed by science. Because here's the truth, aging doesn't mean giving up on feeling good. It means finding smarter, more intentional ways to support your body and mind so you can live life to the fullest. Let's recap what we've learned. First, movement, whether it's a daily walk, tai chi, or water aerobics, keeps your body strong, your heart healthy, and your brain sharp. Pair that with staying hydrated, which supports everything from digestion to mental clarity, and you're already setting yourself up for success. Nutrition plays a huge role too. Focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats gives your body the tools it needs to thrive. Managing stress through practices like meditation or deep breathing helps protect your mental and physical health, while staying socially engaged keeps you connected to the world around you. And finally, prioritizing quality sleep ensures your body has time to repair, recharge, and prepare for the day ahead. Now, here's the most important takeaway. Small changes lead to big results. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Start with one habit, just one, that resonates with you. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water each day, taking a short walk after dinner, or swapping processed snacks for fresh fruit. Whatever you choose, focus on consistency rather than perfection. Progress is always better than stagnation. Let me leave you with one last scientific insight to reinforce this message. A study from Harvard University found that people who adopted just 5 healthy habits, regular exercise, a balanced diet, moderate alcohol consumption, no smoking, and adequate sleep, lived significantly longer than those who didn't. In fact, women gained an average of 14 years and men gained 12. These aren't huge, dramatic changes, they're simple, sustainable actions anyone can take. Imagine what you could achieve by making these habits part of your daily routine. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a simple challenge. Pick one thing from this video, just one, and commit to trying it for the next 7 days. Maybe it's adding a handful of spinach to your morning omelet, spending 5 minutes practicing deep breathing, or calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Whatever you choose, pay attention to how it makes you feel. Does your energy improve? Do you notice a shift in your mood? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear which habit works best for you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on thriving at any age. Sharing this video with someone you care about, a friend, family member, or neighbor, could also be a wonderful way to spread the message of empowerment and positivity. Together, we can redefine what it means to age gracefully. Here's my final thought for you. Your health is in your hands. Every choice you make adds up, and every step you take brings you closer to feeling your best. So don't wait, start today. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, you have the power to create a life filled with energy, purpose, and joy. Here's to living your best life at any age. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. You've taken the first step toward a healthier, happier you, and that's something worth celebrating. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay curious, and keep moving forward.